Michael Jordan DUI incident. You know who Michael Jordan is, right?
Yeah.
So his son, apparently he was in a DUI stop and he was blocking the railroad tracks, and the way he was acting, he was like acting super privileged. You want to see that one?
A ver, ponlo.
Right now, the son of NBA legend Michael Jordan is out of jail. We broke the news of him bonding out of jail at noon, and now we're digging into his arrest on the train tracks in Maitland. West 2's Michelle Meredith live in Maitland near those tracks. And Michelle, this was not Jordan's first run-in with law enforcement overnight.
Well, earlier, Seminole County deputies had tried to stop him for reckless driving, but he wouldn't stop. So imagine everyone's surprise when they found him stopped on these railroad tracks in Maitland. Tell us your side of the story, Marcus. Fresh out of jail, Jordan was mom. Marcus, what do you think your father would be thinking at this point? No desire to tell his side of the story, and it's a long one. It started in Maitland when police say they saw the headlights of Jordan's blue Lamborghini parked on the railroad tracks, not far from Cappy's Subs. You could see tire marks leading up to the tracks. Police were concerned a Sunrail train was in the area.
So he was literally on the tracks, dude. And hopefully, maybe I can look for it right now. But he was literally on the tracks, and the cops. He was obviously drunk, dude. And the cops, instead of being like super like aggressive or like, they were like trying to tell him, hey, you know what? There's a train on its way. Like, you need to get out. You need to get out. Like, you need to move. The train is going to come and impact and hit this car. And you know what he was telling the cops? Hey, man, I don't understand. There's 1, 2, 3 of you guys. Let's just push the car out of the way. They're like, dude, you need to get out, dude. Like, we're just trying to look out for you. And he was acting like freaking super privileged, dude. Super privileged. That instead of like, first of all, you're freaking drunk. You already have a DUI, and they're being nice to you. And he was like, man, like, why do we have to get a tow truck, or why do we have to wait until the train hits my car? Like, I see 3, 4 of you guys. Let's push my car out. Like, dude, like, I really hope I can find the video right now.
10 minutes away.
But yeah, that was the whole incident with this one.
And he had a passenger in the car. Maitland police say they were insisting that Jordan gets out of his SUV, but they say he insisted that he drive his car off the tracks. When they finally got him out, they say they learned 3 things.
Southbound 600, high rate of speed.
Number 1, earlier deputies in Seminole County tried to pull him over, make a traffic stop, but he sped away. 2, Marcus Jordan allegedly looked and smelled like he was drinking. And 3, police say they found a bag of cocaine in his pocket. During the arrest, deputies say he was not cooperating, was singing all the way to the DUI center, and his speech was slurred. When questioned how he got on the tracks, Maitland police report he kept saying he made the wrong turn.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Jordan from way outside.
Marcus Jordan played basketball for UCF, and as the son of basketball legend Michael Jordan, it was a big deal.
So what do you think about that, right? Because when I started thinking about that, I'm like, dude, he's so privileged, dude. He's so privileged in the sense that like he never had to earn any of that, and now he's acting and wilding out, right? But what are your thoughts when it comes down to that? For me, it's somebody that has been given everything and he doesn't appreciate things.
Yeah. I was about to say, like, what would you do as a parent? I would have left him in there, dude. I would not care.
Really?
Dude, have I ever told you that my mom used to like, she would used to like, I don't want to say brainwash me, but she used to scare me, like, because when I was in middle school, dude, the middle school that I was in, there used to be a lot of like fights after school. And this is when I was in 7th grade. And it got so bad that the cops like will pull up after school, and they would start like rushing everybody to go home, because usually like, because I used to go to Castle Park Middle, so Castle Park Middle was like in the corner, and up the street was high school. So the high schoolers a lot of the times would come and fight with the middle schoolers, but they would like obviously fight on the sidewalk, and everybody would be watching, and then the cops would like pull up, and they would like try to like hush everybody to go home. And I remember it got to the point that it got so bad that they had like a meeting, and they told the parents, like, if your kid is caught just being chismoso, like even if they're not fighting, they're gonna get like taken away by us. Right. And I remember my mom was like, si te agarran, yo no te voy a sacar. Like, my mom used to be like that, dude. And I feel like she scared the shit out of me. And like, even if I wanted to see something, I was like, fuck that, dude. My mom's not gonna come get me out. And not even, like, I was so scared of my freaking dad, dude. I was like, I'm not even counting on my dad.
It's because, look, if you do something that they already told you not to do, and you proceed to do it, and then let's say, for instance, they bail you out, then you're like, for next time, I can
get away with it.
Exactly, you're gonna do it all over again, right? So what?
That's because finish. I'll tell you right now. No.
So yeah, you're not gonna, like, the word of your parents is no longer gonna hold. It's not gonna hold pretty much any value to it.
But you know what? I also think it's the way that people parent, because I feel like a lot of the kids nowadays, at least when I used to work at the middle school, we would have told that to the middle schoolers, dude, like se la hubieran pasado el pinche por el fundillo. Like, they don't care now. Yeah. And I feel like before, like, when the parents like told you something, like, you know that they meant it. It wasn't like, like, my parents are fucking around. Like, now it's just like, like, you know, like, if your mom tells you something, it's like, but she's not gonna do it, so I'm still gonna do whatever I want.
Yeah, like parents nowadays are too soft.
Yeah, like, ¿cómo se? They call it something like there's a term for it, but basically it's like not trying to raise a kid how our parents raised us.
Oh yeah.
Like soft parenting. Dude, I can't think
like
of the
before the thought process was like about like hitting the kid to discipline them.
Yes.
Right. And now it's just like, no, talk to them, be more soft. Which I agree in this sense, right? That you're technically you shouldn't be hitting any kids. But if that's going to be the route, then talk to them like direct and be strict in a sense that you don't go back on your word, because then they're not going to take you seriously.
But then I also think it depends on everybody, because dude, my mom used to beat the shit out of me, and she knows that, and I'm okay. But it's like other kids are like, no, my mom used to, like, you know, like they were like, it's my mom's fault that I'm like this because she used to beat the shit out of me. And like, I mean, I see it a different way. Yeah. But I was gonna tell you, like, right now that we were seeing this post, that reminded me of this one cousin that I had. Like, she was always in trouble, dude, and she ended up getting locked up, and she called me to go bail her out and go take her car out of the what's it called, the corralón. I don't know how to say it in English, dude. And I was like, nope, you're staying in there. Yeah. And she had already called her mom. She had called like other people. Nobody wanted to get her out. And she's like, oh, Chella's going to get me out. Yeah. Because I wouldn't always get her out of situations. But like, there had been other things that I was like, all right, dude, like, I'm going to get you out of this one, but I'm not going to get you out of any other shit. And I always told her, if you ever get locked up, dude, do not even call me, because I'm not going to go get you. Yeah. And I remember that day I was at work, and I never answer phone numbers that I don't know, but that day I answered the phone, and it said like, oh, it's from she was actually in a jail that's over here by El Cajon. I forget the name, but it's literally like not far away from here. And it said like, oh, we have an inmate that wants to talk to you. And I was like, I don't know nobody in jail. Like, why are they calling me? Yeah. And then it was like, my cousin said her name, and I was like, this bitch got locked up. And then I talked to her, and I was like, what happened? She's like, Chelo, can you come get me out? And she was crying. And I was like, and she kind of told me what happened, and she ended up getting a DUI. Oh, she actually got 2 DUIs back to back. Damn. And I was like, no, dude, like, I had already told you, and I'm not going to get you out. I was like, call somebody else, but I'm not getting you out. Yeah. And I never got out. I don't even know how she got out, but eventually she did get out. I don't know who got her out, but I didn't get her out.
So I found the body cam footage.
Oh, of that?
Yeah. And the concern is this $300,000 vehicle. I would like to just like push this away.
Keep your hands out of your pockets, man. Yeah. Keep your hands out of your pockets.
There's nothing in my pocket.
That's all. I'm gonna pass you down and look at it. Put your hands out there, you
go. Man, you know, bro, I'm Marcus Jordan. I'm Michael Jordan's son. Okay. I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm just trying to get home, and I made a wrong turn. Okay? And clearly, we would just like to get our car off of the train tracks. Which we were not trying to be on.
Oh, that girl's like super fucked up too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, both of them were.
And if there's 6 of us,
Oh, look.
and we throw this thing in reverse.
Well, I've already got concerns for your level of impairment anyways, okay? So that's why. Because I can smell alcohol coming from you, and you're on train tracks. Okay? So
Come on, man.
just listen to me. That's why I don't want you back behind the wheel anyways, okay?
I'm fine behind the wheel. I just would like to get my car out of this.
We'll deal with that after this, okay? We'll deal with that after this. But that's why I had to get you out of the car, okay? Because I hear spinning tires, I hear slurred speech from you. You're driving on train tracks.
I'm not slurring anything, and I'm
okay. I'm letting you know. I have concerns. Okay?
Well,
For
I
your level of
appreciate
impairment
that.
Driving a vehicle, I can't let you back behind the car and drive a vehicle.
I appreciate your concerns.
Yeah, I don't want.
But I am not inebriated. I'm not anything that cannot drive home. All right. I mean, the concern is.
Yeah, so I think there was a little bit more to it and the other one, but first of all, you're already freaking drunk, right? And they're being nice to you, and you todavía te pones de moños, like you're still trying to like give them an attitude.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying?
Plus, what would have happened if they would have bit the shit out of him? The sheet.
Yeah.
And then what was he gonna say? That it was racism?
Dude, you know what I was thinking too? Like if it was any other person, that would have freaking like dropped into the floor and everything, right?
Yeah.
But bro, like they're already being nice to you. One, because they probably recognize them, so they know that like whatever we do, like it's gonna be like
come back.
It's gonna be in the
quick.
media and all that stuff. So they're being nice to him. But then this guy, being so freaking entitled, he's over there like. Telling them what to do, what they should be doing, what they shouldn't be doing. He even says, "Hey, I'm Michael Jordan's son." Like, come on, bro. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then somebody like Michael Jordan that had to like work for his whole career would probably never do anything like this because being that great of an athlete required a lot of discipline. Mm-hmm. And now look at his son. So, another perfect example, similar to Julio Cesar Chavez, the boxer, the legend.
The son.
And look at his son.
Yeah.
Crazy. Same patterns, dude. Well, so what's the lesson here?
Don't blow him out.
Yeah.
Because, okay, what would have happened if he would have not, like, be on the train tracks and he would have been driving and he killed somebody? Yeah. He's going to get bailed out.
Yeah.
And then he's going to be like, he's innocent.
Yeah, exactly.
And then somebody died.
Yeah, exactly. It could be a lot freaking worse, dude.
Hoy Nomas podcast. Clips for full podcast link can be found on description below.